Hi, bookish friend. I'm Rox, and today I invite you to join me while I set up a spread in my reading journal for The Professor by Charlotte Bronte. This was actually the first book I finished in 2026, and I'm not really sure how it is for you that I'm showing you the first book I finished this year in March, but it does make sense to me, and I want to explain a little bit. There is a gap between finishing a book, taking the time to make the spread, filming the video, editing, making the voiceover, and in the end finally posting it. So actually there's the delay. And that's why I'm only showing you in March the first book that I read in 2026. This book was a book club pick, and this time I actually joined the book club meeting, so high five to myself. I was really happy that it was chosen because I haven't read a classic in a long time, and I was excited to get back into this. And I also took the book club meeting as a deadline, as a challenge to finish the book in time so that I could join and discuss it with the girls. And of course, I'm happy I read it and that I also joined the meeting. There have been many times before and after this book that even if I had read the book club pick, I didn't join the meeting. So yeah, this was one of the happy times. About the book, I had quite high expectations about it. I've read a few years ago Jane Eyre by the same author, and Jane Eyre is, if not my favorite classic, at least one of my favorite classics. So you can imagine coming back and reading yet another book from the same author. My expectations were quite high. Unfortunately, they were not really met, but I did enjoy reading the book, so yeah, I can't really complain. I do want to complain about the first part of the book. I felt like that was quite long. So the book is called The Professor, right? And I think for kind of half of the book, it's just the setup before our character William becomes a professor. And I understand that was necessary for showing his character and his growth and so on. But was it necessary to take half of the book on that? I don't know, I didn't really enjoy that part and it felt too long from my point of view. What I would have liked to be longer is the last chapter. The last chapter was kind of an epilogue. After the story was concluded, it was detailing how our characters lived their life and what they did with their lives. That's how I felt it. And it had a really cozy vibe. I've been into cozy reads lately, so that was really up my alley. I also had a problem with the level of misogyny in this book. Of course, I guess that was normal in the times it was written, but it bothered me reading it nowadays. However, discussing with the girls at the meeting, I realized that it was actually a feminist book for its time. And now this is a potential spoiler. So it was a feminist book because the female character was actually allowed by her husband to keep her job after they got married. And that didn't really happen. I think even without marriage, many women were not having jobs at the time. So from this point of view, it was considered a feminist book. Interesting things were discussed with the girls at the book club meeting. I hope you enjoyed today's video setting up this spread. Let me know if you've read the book, how did you find it, And if you want to see more content like this and also bullet journal updates, you can subscribe to the channel. And of course, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching it. This being said, see you next time.